available for students who may need them. And a 3-year-old boy is fighting for his life after falling into a septic tank over the weekend. The Union County Sheriff's Office responded to a home in Calion Sunday afternoon. The child had reportedly been playing outside near the septic tanks. The child's guardians went inside for a minute, and once they came back out, they discovered the child had fallen in. The owner of the home told sheriff's deputies one of the lids of the tanks were broken. He put a board on and bricks on top to keep people away, but that wasn't enough. First responders were able to get a pulse and vital signs. Deputies are still investigating.
New this morning, a Louisiana teen believed to have run away from home could be traveling with a much older man, and multiple police agencies want the public's help to find her. 15-year-old Deminia Spell of Port Barry was last seen several days ago getting off a school bus at Port Barry High School around 7 a.m. Police believe she could be on the road with 47-year-old Corey Shane DeSotel in a silver 2003 Honda Civic. Spell is about 105 pounds with 5 feet. She is 5 feet and 2 inches tall with long brown hair, but police say she could have changed her appearance to conceal her identity. Spell's sister claims she loves DeSotel, this man who's divorced, and has posted social media pictures with him. Anyone with information about Spell should call 1-800-225-5324. And in national politics, President Trump's threats to close the border with Mexico sparking controversy, and it's a potential move which could affect more than just migrants.
Fox News correspondent Marianne Rafferty has more on national and international reactions.
Fear crossing minds as people and goods continue crossing the U.S.-Mexico border. The same border President Trump is threatening to shut down, suggesting it's Mexico's punishment due to their inability to stop the high surge of migrants pouring in. But the threat is raising economic red flags, especially when it comes to tourism.
People who travel, visit, and go back often fear coming and then not being able to return.
Business owners also have their concerns.
If Donald Trump closes, it would hugely affect commerce and tourism, especially in Tijuana, because we depend on that. It is one of the most visited cities in Mexico.
Some politicians say keeping the border open is important for trade, but security should also be a priority.
It's my view that we got to keep the legitimate trade and travel and cross-border commerce happening at the ports of entry, while we also need to secure a border and address this crisis.
The president's son-in-law and senior advisor Jared Kushner believes the threats are part of the president's problem-solving tactics.
One of the things I love about the president is he doesn't let people hide from problems. He's very creative about ways that he'll look to find a solution.
The U.S. Chamber of Commerce says nearly $1.7 billion worth of goods and services flow across the border each day. That's not including over 500,000 legal workers and tourists. All of it could come to a halt if the border closes. In Los Angeles, Marianne Rafferty, Fox News.
We are running out of tickets for the St. Jude Dream Home. Over 65% already gone. Tickets are only $100 each, and once they're gone, they're gone. Brickell Construction building this year's home in Monroe's Egret Landing is valued at about $450,000. To get your tickets, call 800-726-9874 or go to marklemis.com and click on the St. Jude Dream Home under the Community tab.
So a West Monroe couple's love has never been stronger despite their mutual battles with cancer.
Now they're trying to make their 35th anniversary their most special yet, but they need your help. We'll explain up next. First, Reed with your CommuteCast. Hey, Reed.
Commute looking pretty good this morning. Got nice sunny skies. Sun came up about 10-15 minutes ago. We're going to be seeing nothing but sunshine all day long. This afternoon looking beautiful. Upper 60s, around 70 for the high. Low humidity, pleasant weather. We're going to be warming up. We got the chance for some severe storms by Thursday. I got all your forecast details. I'm going to come back here on Fox 14, your morning news.
Follow us on the KTVE NBC 10 KARD Fox 14 Facebook page. What is your online tax service getting you? Stop by your local Jackson Hewitt and get all the benefits of a tax pro. With Jackson Hewitt, you get 100% accuracy and our max refund guarantee. So switch to Jackson Hewitt, open late and weekends.
This is Robert. A distracted driver hit him while changing lanes and he ended up in the hospital. Robert didn't hesitate. He called Morris Bart.
Robert hurt his ankle and needed surgery. He called me and we got him $141,000. One call, that's all.
The kitchen is the life of any restaurant, and if it's not working, you're not working. J. Russell Kitchen and Restaurant Supply has your back. Anything from heavy appliances down to utensils and aprons. It's here at J. Russell Kitchen and Restaurant Supply. Get your mower going. Head out to the high grass. Wash your lawn and garden. Get the tools to do it fast.
April 30th, get up to a $500 Citibank prepaid Visa card. Plus, no interest if paid full within 12 months or 0% interest for 36 months. At Ouachita Lawn and Garden, we help you make the right cut because we are Exmark.
They're going to take my car. What do I do? Before the repo man pays you a visit, call Sam. Sam can help you protect your assets and get back items already taken. Bankruptcy isn't what we do, it's all we do. Call Sam.
Landry Vineyard's Outdoor Concert Series continues this week with Code Blue and the Flatliners. This Saturday from 4 to 7:30. Bring a lawn chair, bring a blanket, bring the kids. It's just $10 for adults and kids 12 and under get in free this Saturday at Landry Vineyards.
What is your online tax service getting you? Stop by your local Jackson Hewitt and get all the benefits of a tax pro. With Jackson Hewitt, you get 100% accuracy and our max refund guarantee. So switch to Jackson Hewitt. Open late and weekends. Now, Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Reed Leibarger.
7:10, almost 7:11 here on Fox 14 this morning, and it was a cold one out there. I had to bust out my winter coats. It's April 2nd.
We got spots that are sitting at 30, 31, Russ, anywhere west of Monroe. It is just...
I think my phone said it was 36 when I left my apartment in West Monroe.
Yeah, we're sitting around that right now.
Ugh.
It's horrible.
How does this happen?
I'm tired of the cold. I don't like the cold in the first place.
I keep thinking it's done. I just did laundry over the weekend. I didn't wash any like my hoodies or my jackets because I figured I was in the clear.
You're not.
Yeah. Scraping by right now.
We got good news, though, for you. Some people like the cold, so I'm not going to make a blanket statement out there. Yeah. The cold in cold in November, December, whatever.
Sure, and seasonal, not in April. I thought we'd be going to the pool by April 1st.
We're not going to, you can go to the pool. I don't think
frozen over.
No. Got good news, though. It's going to be sunny. Got some warmer temperatures in your forecast. So if you're one of those who don't like the cold like Connor, well, later this week, looking much better. We are warming up here for the next few days. Starting off this morning, plenty of sunshine. Enjoy that. That's going to help warm you up. We're sitting at 35 degrees in Monroe right now. That is way below normal. It's cold out. We're not going to be dropping down anymore. Areas are colder, though. Your live storm tracker Doppler radar sweeping around here. It's a dry start. Clear skies, no rain in the forecast all day as high pressure is built in. So today it's going to be sunny. Tomorrow we'll have a few more clouds in the sky. Look at those temperatures. 30 in Ruston, El Dorado, and Camden. 31 in Natchitoches. 32 in Shreveport and Alexandria. That's cold. Near record cold. Monroe, eastward, mid to upper 30s. Still cold, no matter where you are. Whether it's 30, 35, you're really going to want to be bundled up. Some folks probably waking up with some frost on the windshield. April 2nd. Happy spring. This afternoon is going to be real nice, though. We will warm up nicely. Mid to upper 60s. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. This is beautiful. Enjoy it. If you want the dry weather, if you like the cooler temperatures, today's your day. Tomorrow we start to warm up more. The morning low is going to be in the lower 40s. That's still cool outside, but no freezing temperatures. And then by the end of the week, we really start to warm up near 80. Your slight risk for Thursday encompasses the entire coverage area. This is your severe threat, 2 out of 5 there. All modes of severe weather possible. 3 days out, lots of time for that to change. It could shift, could even be upgraded. We're going to continue to keep you up to date. Looking like afternoon, evening going to be that primary time frame for today and tomorrow. No concerns. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies in the mid-70s. Thursday, we'll have some showers start in the morning and then those scattered showers, thunderstorms along the cold front passing through Thursday afternoon and evening. Large hail, damaging winds, a few isolated tornadoes possible. So not the best weather Thursday. Rainy weekend as well. For today, light winds, highs in the mid to upper 60s, sunny skies. Can't beat that. Tomorrow, pretty nice as well, mid-70s. So Thursday, you got the severe threat. Friday, some spotty showers. In the weekend, we got on and off rain chances. Looking at scattered shower storms through the entire weekend. Those highs will be up near 80. Lows only dropping down in the 60s.
Thank you, Reed. A West Monroe couple defying the odds, battling cancer together. The Jarvises have been married almost 35 years, and now they're looking to make a lifelong memory.
Fox 14's Randy Ayala met with the couple and has more on what they're planning and why they need your help.
A whirlwind romance.
He is the only man I've ever loved.
Peggy is a very bold person.
Oh, boy.
Peggy married her best friend William at the age of 17. August makes 35 years.
Still love you, baby.
The Lovebirds are hoping to celebrate the milestone in a very special way.
Right here will be the last wedding renewal we're going to have. I don't think we'll make it to the 5th.
The health is going down.
Peggy has stage 4 ovarian cancer that has spread to her lungs and brain.
I used to beg them to take me out because the pain, I couldn't handle it.
Doctors telling the couple she wouldn't make it this long.
My heart stops, my liver stops, everything stops. They just shut down.
Peggy says she isn't focusing on what her doctors say. She has one dream.
My husband walked me down that aisle one more time.
Who's not a sucker for a good love story, right?
Kayla Sims, a total stranger, came across Peggy's post on Facebook asking for wedding items for a vow renewal. After hearing her story, she's made it her mission to make this last memory unforgettable.
Miss Peggy to have a spa day, you know, where she can get her nails done and her hair done, and she just deserves some happiness.
The couple had 5 kids together, all born with cerebral palsy. Only 2 survived.
I would go through it again in a heartbeat.
And with the love of her life by her side, one more walk down the aisle to show the world true love conquers all.
We're still together and very happy.
Still going strong.
In Monroe, Randy Ayala, Fox 14 News.
We have a link to the GoFundMe Kayla Sims set up on myarclemis.com. They say every little bit helps.
And we now have an all-new interactive newscast for all the stories everyone's talking about in the ArcLemis. It's called Newsfeed Now. You can see it on myarclemis.com at 11 a.m. every weekday morning. Newsfeed Now is a streaming newscast going behind the scenes of the stories trending on social media. You can join in on the conversation and weigh in with our host, Aaron Nolan. Watch weekdays at 11 a.m. on marklemis.com or the NBC 10 app. Burger King announces a beef-less burger.
Details ahead in the Ag and Energy Report, and if you've always wanted to see the beautiful New England fall foliage, Jane Gunn has deals to make it happen. That's in 2 minutes on Fox 14.
When you pay to have your lawn done, you don't just want it cut, you want it cared for. And that's what John Briggs & Lawn Service does. Full-service lawn care with over 30 years experience, and they do it all. Mowing, edging, trimming, custom landscaping, sprinkler systems, year-round management for residential or commercial. You can count on them to get the job done right. Call for an estimate today. John Briggs & Lawn Service.
I'm behind on payments, and I'm afraid they're going to garnish my paycheck. What do I do?
Stay calm and call Sam. Let's stop the garnishments before they start, because bankruptcy isn't what we do. It's all we do. Call Sam.
At Caples and Robinson Orthodontics, we make beautiful smiles. And we're Northeast Louisiana's only board-certified orthodontists.
She has 2 pugs that's ruining my chihuahua. And there's pet peeves.
These monkeys, they in the bed every night.
Yes.
Next weekdays at 3 on Fox 14.
Rainy seasons can greatly impact our local waterways and our daily lives. So when water levels change, count on us to keep you informed.
The River Level Report on Fox 14 News. Brought to you by the Kennedy Agency. Fox 14, your morning news continues.
Hey, this morning with Jane Gunn from the Travel Company. Jane, how you doing today?
I am awesome. How about you, Connor?
Always doing awesome when you're here, Jane.
This is sweet. Thank you.
I know. As we look at the pictures here, Jane, you see the beautiful colors of the fall leaves there. We're talking about trips to New England and Canada. It's kind of something cool. You take a cruise to get there, but then they let you off and you get to see all the beautiful fall foliage.
You're in a port practically every day. There are a lot of different itineraries to choose from, but I'm telling you, going during the fall and seeing those colors in person, there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
The colors that you see on the TV screen,
don't do it any justice.
It just doesn't. I mean, they're just so vivid and so beautiful. But there's so many great places to visit, and like I said, a lot of different itineraries to choose from. A lot of these cruise round trip from New York, so you can go to New York a few days early and enjoy a Broadway play. Some of them they'll start out in New York and they'll end up in Quebec City. But you go along the coast and you go to places like Bar Harbor, Maine, and Rhode Island are on some of the itineraries. Boston are on some. You go to Halifax, Nova Scotia. You know, beautiful places in Canada. And these seaside villages are just gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, of course, if you love lobster, you're going to be in heaven.
That's the place to be, yeah.
So a lot of great itineraries. They even have 16-day itineraries that go up to Greenland.
Yeah.
So that would be interesting for you
Wow.
as well. But they're offering great promotions right now. You have to book your cruise, though, by April 13th, which is why I wanted to talk about it. So I know it's a little early for the fall, but if you book early, you get the best deal.
Yes. Yeah.
And so right now what they're offering, of course, the prices are really good. You can do a 5-day itinerary starting at $549.
Oh, wow, yeah. Not bad at all.
7-day for like $999. They have 10 days for $1,099. So really good prices.
Sure.
If you have 3 or 4 people in your party, they're giving $99 rates for the 3rd and 4th person in your cabin.
Wow.
Really good deal. They're giving you free upgrades, and they're giving you spending money on board the ship. So depending on how long your cruise is, you may get anywhere from $100 up to $600 spending money.
Awesome.
So a lot of really good deals.
Yeah, a lot of good deals. And like you were saying, there's so many itineraries. I was flipping through this, and there's
a lot to
anything you can think of doing.
For sure.
Up on the Northeast, they got it for you. So Jane, if anybody wants to check this out themselves, tell them where they can do so.
Just give us a call at the travel company. It's 388-TRIP, 388-8747, or come see us on North 18th Street.
All right, thank you, Jane. Of course, we'll have all this information on our website, which is myarclements.com.
A very cold start for an April morning across the Ark limits, but we should warm up soon. Reed's got the latest on the forecast up next. And gas prices are heading back toward $3 a gallon nationwide. We'll tell you why. They're rising in the Ag and Energy Report 4 minutes on Fox 14.
The McCartney family got a new addition this fall, our first grand dog, Penny.
This is Penny. We love her, but she can be a handful. She's a Cavapouchon. She's our little tater tot. They send me lots of pictures and videos, but I still miss her.
She's a cutie, but she sure is wild.
Our first grandpa. She's a lot of work, but we love her.
Sometimes it's the small things in life, like this little 4-pound ball of fur, that make life interesting. From my family to yours, we want to be your lawyers for life.
Call 888-8888.
Get your mower going. Head out to the high grass. Washita Lawn and Garden. Get the tools to do it fast.
Washita Lawn and Garden has great deals on Skag power equipment. Come in now and get a Skag Liberty Z mower for payments as low as $100 a month, which comes with a 5-year, 750-hour warranty. Ask about our pay cash and save price. Washita Lawn and Garden is your premier Skag dealer.
It was a Friday night. I had just gotten off of work, and an 18-wheeler merged right into me. I called Morris Bart. He got me $200,000. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
I opened Parker Auto Body over 30 years ago. At one time, I had 3 shops, but consolidated into one state-of-the-art facility that can accommodate a large volume of repairs efficiently while maintaining the highest quality on which I built my reputation. I have some of the best employees, many that have been with me for over 30 years. There may be shops out there that look like me and some that sound like me. However, there's only one Parker Auto Body, and we're on Cypress Street in West Monroe, the one you trust.
Landry Vineyard's Outdoor Concert Series continues this week with Code Blue and the Flatliners. This Saturday from 4 to 7:30. Bring a lawn chair, bring a blanket, bring the kids. It's just $10 for adults, and kids 12 and under get in free this Saturday at Landry Vineyards.
Now, Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Reed Leibarger.
Welcome back. Time is 7:23. Sunny start this morning. A beautiful morning. It's cold out, though. That's kind of the only thing. Make sure you got a jacket or a coat on. You can shed those layers as the afternoon goes on. We'll be warming up pretty nicely. 35 degrees outside. That is cold for early April. And we are one of the warmer spots in Monroe, believe it or not. Ruston, Camden, El Dorado, all at 30 degrees right now. So bundle up. You might have some frost in the windshield. Real chilly. We're near some record lows out there. We're going to be warming up, though, after today. Our forecast is greatly improving. Your high pressure built in, that's what's doing it to us, keeping you high and dry. Lots of cold sinking air from the north. Our wind shift back out of the south-southeast by tomorrow, and that's going to help with the return of some moisture. Warming up, seeing more clouds. Current temperatures, Shreveport down to freezing, all the way down to Lake Charles, sitting at 38 degrees. So some real unprecedented cold. Again, April is known for its temperature swings. We're going to be much warmer by the weekend, just kind of up and down for spring. This afternoon is going to be perfect, very spring-like across the entire region. You see the warmest temperature across the entire Mid-South, 72, and the coolest is going to be in the mid-60s. So really not much of a temperature spread. This air mass is very pleasant, nice and dry, nice and clear, lots of sunshine. Enjoy it. we got warmer temperatures. You got rain coming back through the end of the week. Thursday, we are looking at the threat for some severe storms under a slight risk. That's 2 out of 5. Not the highest threat, but 3 days out, that gives us plenty of time to kind of get shifted around or even upgraded. We're going to be seeing all modes of severe weather possible through Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. The future tracker rolling through today is pretty quiet. Tomorrow, we see more clouds as winds return out of the south. Thursday, early Thursday, we'll see some spotty showers start to move up. It'll be warm and humid, highs around 80. Thursday afternoon, you see those showers and thunderstorms. So again, large hail, damaging winds, a few tornadoes, all possibilities through the afternoon to the evening before that front passes through. And then Friday into the weekend, we're going to continue to see rain chances. So our forecast really nice for today and tomorrow. Temperatures slowly warm up Wednesday, back into the mid-70s. By Thursday, starts to go downhill with that severe potential and rain chances sticking around through the weekend. Raven.
Thanks, Reed. Burger King's new Whopper is 0% beef, and gas prices are creeping toward $3 a gallon. Jane King is at the NASDAQ with those stories and more in today's Ag and Energy Report.
Gas prices typically move higher this time of year, but the seasonal rise is even more pronounced thanks to flooding in the Midwest and dwindling oil production out of Venezuela. U.S. drivers now pay $2.71 for a gallon on average. That's up 28 cents from a month ago, and it's nearly 50 cents higher than early January, according to the price tracking firm Gas Buddy. Well, 5G has the potential to disrupt farming. Cows can wear 5G-connected collars that send data to the app on everything from what they're eating to how they're sleeping. Farmers can see the info instantly and pass it on to veterinarians or nutritionists. 5G technology can also be used to increase precision and efficiency in crop spraying. Well, Kellogg getting out of the cookie business to focus on snacks and cereal. Ferraro will buy Kellogg's Keebler cookies, Famous Amos, Mother's, Murray's, Girl Scout cookies, and fruit snack brands for $1.3 billion. Ferraro makes Nutella, Tic Tacs, and Ferrero Rocher chocolates, among other confections. Well, Burger King adding a vegan burger to its menu. The new beefless burger is a partnership with the startup company Impossible Foods, which will supply parties made with hemi, a protein cultivated from soybean roots that mimics the texture of meat. It will soon be out in 7,000 Burger King restaurants in the nation. From the NASDAQ market site in Times Square, I'm Jane King with your Ag and Energy Report.
So class is resuming at a South Arkansas school this morning after a shooting Monday, and a new revelation in the case of a Winnfield woman who says police blinded her. We've got those stories and more in 2 minutes on Fox 14.
No. No. Maybe. Yes.
Low rates, no commissioned agents, lowest down payment, and we won't sell you expensive add-ons.
Go Auto is my perfect match. Greg can really save me money.
Greg really is the Go Auto guy.
Give us a call and speak to one of our non-commissioned agents. Visit our website or stop by one of our convenience stores and start saving today.
From start to finish, Custom Carpets and Flooring are with you every step of the way. Whether it's a brand new build or a facelift to an existing home, our in-house interior design service can help you sort it all out. Whether it's a new backsplash, new flooring, or a new countertop, Custom Carpets and Flooring makes it easy. Custom Carpets can also sand and refinish the wear and tear of existing wood flooring. Be sure to ask about our 12 months same-as-cash financing. Custom Carpets and Flooring, proud sponsor of the St. Jude Dream Home.
It's a difference you can see and taste. Everyday tap water versus water filtered through the new Chief Water Purification System. Installed at your home or business, this system removes chlorine, chemicals, bad taste, and odors from your municipal water source. No more rain buildup around bathtubs. This system will extend the life of your washing machine, dishwasher, and hot water heater. No replacement filters, just a water hose to backflush the filter to keep it clean. It's a clear choice. Call your local distributor at Ken's Coffee Service today.
Hi, I'm Hunter White. We'd like to say thank you to our growing family of customers. This marks the 12th time that we have won the Ford's President's Award. This is Ford's highest honor for customer satisfaction. It's only given to the top 10% of the dealers in the nation. It's voted on by our customers, earned by our team, and awarded by Ford Motor Company. We invite you to come to Winsboro and try the White Ford customer experience.
From Fox 14, the right news at the right time. This is Fox 14, your morning news.
A new twist in the case of a Winnfield woman who claims she was tased by police, causing her to lose her right eye. Why the officer has now been cleared. Ahead.
And a statewide search for a missing Louisiana teen coming up. We've got all the details on the older man she's believed to be with.
Plus, President Trump's border closure could be coming soon, and it would have a global impact. The latest on the fallout from the president's demands in just a bit. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with us on Fox 14, your morning news. I'm Raven Jackson.
And I'm Connor Ingalls. Time is 7:29. It's almost 7:30 now. So I think I've gotten like 2 years and 10 months working here. I think I've done a really good job of not showing how I feel politically about anything, because that's not my job. Just a news anchor. But, you know, part of this thing with the border shutdown, avocados going to run out in 3 weeks.
They need to go. They're going to be gone.
I wanted to go to the store yesterday. I thought initially, I got in the car, I was going to go buy all the avocados I could, but avocados have a shelf life of like 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
that wouldn't work out. Yeah, you can't stock up on avocados.
Need to start getting it in and become green. We'll know why.
Bad news. I need my avocados.
You got to go buy avocado seeds and grow like your own little.
Yes,
no, I thought this too.
Yes,
Do you know how long it takes?
It takes
10 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if I go back in time, and as you know, a 15-year-old come to Monroe, plant some avocado seeds,
takes a long time.
Go back to Florida.
You'd have it.
Bing. That would have worked out
rich.
But, yeah.
That sucks. Avocados are like in the movement right now. Health is on the forefront.
I eat a lot of avocado. You know this.
Yeah.
I'm an avocado aficionado. I don't even know the word. I'm so upset.
Just go with enthusiasm.
I don't know what if I had to lose spinach, I don't know what I would do. If you had to lose avocados, you don't know what you would do. We're all in this together. It's a beautiful start. Nice cool temperatures. Temperatures in the 30s. Clear skies. Lots of sunshine on tap for today. We are climbing into the mid to upper 60s today. It's going to be beautiful outside. We're seeing that sun all afternoon. More clouds tomorrow, Thursday. Looking under the next threat for severe weather. I got all those details coming up in a few minutes. That's your forecast first.
Thanks, Reed. We were the first to tell you about an alleged tasing attack that resulted in a Winnfield woman losing her eye, and now the investigation is complete, and there was no taser involved. Instead, it was a pepper spray gun that travels up to 200 miles an hour. Fox 14's Chelsea Jones met with the Winnfield Police Department and Tanisha White's lawyers. She has the latest in today's top story.